welcome to a new session in the Sublime Text series where we discuss some interesting tips and tricks to use Sublime Text features which help you in getting your day to day tasks done easily and quickly. We have been discussing the multi-cursor feature of Sublime Text. In the previous video, we saw an example of creating HTML links using the multi-cursor feature. Here we are taking another example to discuss the same feature of multi-cursor to see how we can do different tasks using the feature. Okay, so let me explain the scenario. Let's say that you have a simple MySQL query like this, which pulls data from a table with the column names defined as aliases for better readability. Now the task is to use this SQL query and create a code which is creating an Excel file by pulling the data from database and sending that Excel file across. Okay, so here the query is used at two places. One is, of course, the query is embedded in the code where data is pulled. Second part, the columns of the Excel file are defined, which are derived from the alias names of each column in the query. Okay, so you don't need to do this manually, all the changes. In the first part, the change includes escaping the double quotes with a backslash, as this query is itself a part of the string or written in form of a string. So the double quotes within that string needs to be escaped with a backslash. In second part, using the query columns, we only need to derive the column names as elements of an array which are enclosed in single quotes. So let's see how we can do this quickly using multi-cursor or multi-line edit as it is often referred to. I will copy this query and I have kept my skeleton code ready. I will paste this. As we had discussed in the previous video, there are two ways of generating the multi-cursor in Sublime using selection of same text. One is Command D, which selects one occurrence of the text at a time, or Command Control G, which select all the matching occurrences. In this case, as you will notice, apart from the double quotes which we need to escape, there are additional double quotes which we don't need to escape because these define the string itself. Therefore, Command Control G won't work. We will select the first double quote and then tap Command D repeatedly to select the required occurrences. So this creates our multiple cursor. I will take the cursor back with the left arrow and just click one backslash. So as you see, where all the cursor occurrences, my backslash has been written and all the double quotes have been escaped. So this, with very few steps, we are able to change as required. Now let's go to second step. For that, let me just copy the column names. Of course, I don't need the remaining parts of the query. I will paste it here. Now here it is important to identify that what is your selection text which you will select repeatedly, or how you will create those multiple cursors. As we can easily notice, this as along with the leading and trailing spaces is repeated in each line. Now notice that I have selected the leading and trailing space as well because AS character itself may be repeated somewhere else in the text. So just to be sure, I am taking the leading and trailing spaces. Now again I will do Command D repeatedly to select the required reoccurrences. Of course, I can't use Command Control G again, otherwise it will select the upper occurrences here which I don't want. So I'll select this occurrence first, do Command D multiple times to select all the required occurrences. Now I will go right and then select Command Shift left because I want to remove this initial part from all lines. Let me repeat this once again. I select the first occurrence of AS along with the spaces around it. Do Command D the required number of times to select all the occurrences. Now if I do Command Shift left arrow from here, see what happens. Okay. So it selects the text on the left of my start of the previous selection. I don't want this. I want AS also to be removed. So the correct way is selecting the occurrences, going right. Now my cursor is at a place where if I select all the left text, I can remove that. So now I do Command Shift left. I will delete this. Unrequired part of the text has been removed. Now I just need to replace these double quotes with single quotes as is required here, which is pretty simple. By now I'm sure you know how to do this. I'll select the first double quote, do Command D a few number of times. It selects all my double quotes. I delete those and type a single quote, and here we go. The required code changes have been done. Now this is another quick simple example of how the powerful multi-cursor feature of Sublime Text or any other such text editor is useful in lot of your daily tasks. So keep on watching these videos. I hope you found them useful. If you need any other type of video, you need any type of help, put this in the comment of this video. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on bell icon so that you can keep on getting more such useful videos for your productive work. Thank you and see you again.